Hello and welcome to Cabo Stories, a series of podcasts where we hear from people who recently visited Cambo with a story to tell. Today we'll be hearing from Jason from Mara Seaweed. Originally from New Zealand, Jason is a seaweed harvester in Fife. We spoke to him recently when he visited Cambo for our summer wild food festival.
So I've got a few different buckets of seaweed here that I harvested locally yesterday for the event today. I've got several types of kelp. This is a really popular one in China. China and Japan are actually the biggest producers and the biggest users of this one. And they also call that sugar kelp as well. So it's quite sweet, that one. And that's fresh. That's fresh when you dry this out in the matter of a couple of days. And you go back, it's got the consistency of leather, and it's got, so at the moment it's sort of not leathery, but it gets the consistency of leather, and it gets this really sort of caramel smell to it. It's absolutely beautiful. And then when you get a whole room full of it, you know, it's just, it's one of the joys of life.
And so when you say season, what are the seasons for that seaweed?
So we're going into the season for the dulse at the moment. In a couple of weeks, we'll be heading into the season.
Okay, so sort of September.
Yeah, September, October.
Okay.
The digitata, Laminara digitata, we've just finished the season is coming to an end now. And actually, if you look into the light, see all those wee dots in there?
Oh yeah.
That's the seeds basically. That's it sporulating, starting to sporulate in there. It's thinned out a lot more. It's got a lot different feel to it. It's a lot thicker then. So as it starts to sporulate, it's thinning out and changing the makeup of it. So this particular variety here, the Laminara digitata, we dry that locally, and then that gets sent to the factory, and they do quality checks and all the rest of it. They mill it, and then it comes out as this product.
So then it's got the appearance of a like your spices, like
exactly.
Flake, a little.
Yeah, exactly. And if you see all the different recipes, so it's a rub, you know, you've got use it as a marinade there.
And so when you're harvesting, do you just wade out, or are you going out in boats, or?
Well, it depends on the variety that we're going for. The Laminara, we're just wading out. You have a knife with you, and then when we harvest, we cut in the paddle there,
right,
and you're left with this. Then that will grow back.
Oh, right, okay.
That grows back, so it is sustainable. I mean, if you go down to King's Barnes Beach here now, you'll see a lot of these stipes sticking up with a shape like that, because we've been harvesting there lots for the last wee while. Yeah. So we hang that up for 1 to 2 days, depending on what the weather's going to do. And then you get that leathery, dry consistency. It changes the colour, it turns green. And then once that's dried, been hanging up, then that's what we send down to Edinburgh. The start of the harvest period, you're normally sort of getting out of bed something like 4:30. You're in the water by 6. You harvest for a few hours. Then it's about 4 hours. So the change of the tides you harvest for. Then we take it straight to the polytunnel and hang it up toward the end of the harvest period. You know, you've got lunchtime tides and stuff like that. So the start's quite good. I like the start of the season because you're up bang early. You're out in the water at 6. It's amazing being out in the water at 6. It's physically demanding, but it's very satisfying as well. I've actually harvested quite a lot. One species of seaweed in New Zealand, which you don't have up here. I spent 11 years as a commercial chef. Spent 15 years working in horticulture, and I love the ocean anyway. So I've kind of got all the experience, but it's just actually making it more specific now. You know.
For anybody who's not here today, where can you buy the seaweed?
And so we do have a website that they can look up, and it's basically Mara Seaweed, Mara Seaweed.com. You can order it online. We do have over 200 stockists in the UK. And if they're local, in Fife, the Ardross farm shop, stock it there. And farmers markets, where we're well represented at most of the farmers markets as well.
Cool.
Yeah. When I'm in the water and I'm harvesting seaweed, I really feel like I'm connecting with all of our ancestors, because this is something humans have been harvesting seaweed for a long time. You know, and especially out on those rocks out there, I'm pretty sure I'm not the first human to be out there cutting seaweed. You know, maybe that's me romanticising it, but you know, if that's what gets me through my day, then I'm allowed to do that.